Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Looney, and today I'm breaking down IBIT, and that is the Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock in a way that actually makes sense. And if you've been wanting to invest in Bitcoin or crypto, but you don't want to deal with crypto wallets, passwords, or shady apps, this one is for you. But before we get into it, quick shout out to the Discord. It is free to join. And then I also offer a premium membership. It's $8 a month. And that gives you access to one-on-one coaching, trade call outs. I have an option selling course. I do some giveaways and more. But the links to that are in the description. But let's pull up IBIT, and the ticker is IBIT. And it's an ETF. It's the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. And it lets you invest in real Bitcoin without actually needing to buy or store the crypto itself. So it follows Bitcoin and its price action. It is run by BlackRock, which is one of the biggest financial companies in the world, and it has been performing really well. Since its inception, it is up 140%. But you can buy IBIT like a normal stock through Robinhood or a different exchange on this app, and it works as if you were to buy any kind of stock, whether you're buying like Apple or Tesla. You could simply just buy it here, and you don't really need a crypto account or a crypto wallet to buy it. So why do people actually like IBIT? Because there are some pros to having IBIT. One is it's super easy to buy and sell. Like I said, you don't need a crypto wallet. You could buy it here, and it's safe being held here. And it is backed by actual Bitcoin. So if you believe in Bitcoin and you're bullish on Bitcoin, it's a perfect alternative. And like I said, you don't need to manage any wallets or remember recovery phrases. You don't need to worry about security with losing your Bitcoin with some kind of security issue. And it goes into your regular investing account. You don't need a separate app or a separate account. You could simply just buy it here in your personal account or whatever account that you want to use and build. And it is really good if you're nervous about holding crypto directly, whether you're nervous about the volatility or the security reasons. It is a great alternative. It's one of the better ones for alternatives for crypto exposure. And since the year, it is up 70% and year to date up 22%. So it has been performing really well. But there are some things that you should know because it isn't perfect. And there's just a few things you need to keep in mind when actually holding this ETF or buying or selling. You do pay a small fee. So it's about 0.25% per year. If we scroll down here, its expense ratio is 0.25%. And that's the fee that you'd be paying yearly. And you can read more about IBIT through Robinhood or different websites and research, but this is just a quick overview of everything. Now, another thing is you don't own any Bitcoin directly. So if you do want to have Bitcoin, for whatever reason you want the Bitcoin, whether you want to send it to a different wallet, or nowadays you can actually buy stuff with crypto or Bitcoin, and with owning IBIT, you won't have that accessibility. Now, it does still go up and down like regular Bitcoin, and that is something you should be aware of because it is volatile. This is an ETF, and a lot of people think of ETFs, they are safe assets, and this one is more on the risky side. This is a risky ETF. You can see how much it goes up and down. Now, it's doing really well now, but I'm very curious to see how it performs during the bear market because it has only been listed for about a year now. And you can see how much it dropped. If we look back let's look at the beginning of the year, it went down 25%. So it is volatile and it's an ETF, and that's what you should be aware of because ETFs are generally a little bit safer, and this is one that is risky. So I wouldn't think that this is a risk-free bet because if Bitcoin crashes, and Bitcoin's doing very well right now, IBIT also crashes too. But if Bitcoin pumps, so does IBIT, and it doesn't pump as hard or as aggressive. So should you buy IBIT? So if you're new to crypto or you don't want to own the stress of holding real Bitcoin, IBIT is a super beginner-friendly option. I personally like to own real Bitcoin, and I don't own any IBIT, and that's because everything seems to be on a tear. So I don't want to buy things when they are overhyped or overvalued. I kind of want to wait for a bear market to truly see how these sort of positions play out. And also, I think there's better opportunities, and I'm comfortable just holding the volatility of just simply holding Bitcoin. Some people like to use IBIT for their Roth IRA for long term, and I like to just use Bitcoin for long term holding in my crypto positions. If you're not into tech, IBIT might be your best option. There's no passwords, there's no wallets. You could just simply hit buy, just like any other stock. So what are my final thoughts? I think IBIT is one of the easiest ways to invest into Bitcoin today. You don't need any sketchy platforms or new accounts. You don't need to set up new accounts. You could simply buy it on whatever portfolio you're using. It's a simple exposure to crypto in a safe way. It is a safe position in the fact that you don't have to worry about security. And I'm not saying it's safe in volatility because it is a volatile position, but it's safe in the security aspect. And like I said, I'm personally not invested into this, and I don't think it's a bad investment. It's because I want to see how this performs during a bear market, because it seems like it's a little overvalued or a little inflated with its prices, especially right now with crypto pumping and every other stock pumping. It's hard to really say if this is a good time to buy. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, drop your questions in the comments, and check out the free Discord or go the premium way if you want trade callouts and one-on-one help. Until next time.